Hello and welcome to the Huddle. I'm your host Blake, and this is your postgame report. So tonight, the story of the game was Donovan Mitchell. We did not see the Donovan Mitchell that we're used to, the person who controls the game. The guy who's always there, who's always ready to take control of the game and just put the Jazz past whatever they're feeling. Tonight, he did have 21 points, but most of those points came at the end of the game. Unfortunately, we didn't see him throughout most of the rest of the game, which was unfortunate. Bojan Bogdanovic, also another lackluster night for him. 9 points, 3 for 16 field goals, -7 on the night for him. Royce O'Neal didn't have a great game either. He had 5 points. He was -16 on the floor, but 13 rebounds and 1 assist. We don't expect him to score, but we expect him to be able to lock down a rookie like Anthony Edwards. Even though he was the first pick, Anthony Edwards had way too many points. Anthony Edwards in total had, 18 on the night, which was very big. Mike Conley had 20. Very good game for him. We saw Rudy Gobert had a pretty good night, 7 for 10 field goals, but we saw moments where he was a bit lackluster defensively, and I think that that's going to disperse and it's not going to be there anymore. But overall, just a out of sorts game for the Utah Jazz. And Juwan Morgan and Georges Niang didn't get very many minutes. It's interesting because Georges Niang got a ton of rotation minutes last year, but then when Derek Favors came back, I think that a lot of those minutes kind of disappeared. What I'm interested in is why will we not play Shaq Harrison? I know that he's new to the team. I know that he's new to the lineup. I think that he could contribute as a 3-and-D wing defender so that we have somebody like Royce O'Neal on the floor at all times. Joe Ingles also had a very good game today. 10 points. He was -13 from the floor, but it didn't really show. And also Bogdanovic had that crucial mistake at the end with that violation of the rule for inbounding the ball. We went over that time limit, which was unfortunate. And he was trying to get the ball to Jordan Clarkson. Jordan Clarkson slipped on that play trying to get to the ball. Had his hands on the floor. He got over there, but it just wasn't in time. Should have gotten the ball out earlier, but it was unfortunate that he wasn't able to get that ball to him. But in other words, for the Timberwolves, we had Jarrett Culver had 14 points. Very, very solid game from Jarrett Culver. We had Anthony Edwards. Great play by the rookie. I love Anthony Edwards, but again, the Jazz should be able to at least somewhat lock him up. We've seen stints where Edwards hasn't been able to play to that level that he just played at tonight, but it really is it's important that the Jazz are able to lock down the threats from outside with those 3-and-D wing guys that would be O'Neal, that would be Shaq Harrison, that would sometimes be Joe Ingles, but it has to happen, and we didn't see a lot of that today. But I was proud of the Jazz for not allowing the power forwards or small forwards to score a lot for the Timberwolves. But overall, just an out of sorts game. I don't think we should look at this as anything serious. I think that it definitely shows that the Jazz can have some issues scoring, and we gave up some mini runs to the Timberwolves a lot. But overall, the Jazz just needed to get into a rhythm offensively, and that never came, which was it wasn't good. The Jazz have to be able to get into a rhythm early, or it usually doesn't happen at all. In the game that was last time, which was the Trailblazers, we got into a rhythm with a few minutes passed in the first quarter, which was very good, and then we never dropped that rhythm. We had some rhythm coming into the third quarter and into the fourth quarter, but we dropped that rhythm at the end. We got it back towards the very end, but it was just too late. But I think we saw good performances from a lot of guys on the Jazz, just not enough defensively, not enough from Derek Favors. Cat scored too many points to handle. 16 was very good for Cat. I think that he was 6 for 19, which is not good, but he was also plus 11 because he spaces the floor so much. He hit 2 threes, which were very crucial. A lot of missed free throws for the Jazz. I think we saw that. Ball movement wasn't as good as it's been. A lot of careless turnovers by the Jazz. But overall, I think that this game is not anything to look at and take as a do or die, for the Jazz. I think that they're going to come back from this. They're going to rebound. They're going to get back to what they were like in the game against Portland. So with that being said, that's all. Thank you for stopping in to this post-game reaction. This has been The Huddle.